Well, I'd like to introduce you to a special person who I had the opportunity to meet here at the Ranch Sorting Finals last year. Ken Ferda is someone who is really an inspiration to myself and to many people. Ken, could you tell us a little bit about your story? You are an amputee, and now you're riding. Your whole family's competing in the ranch sorting. And can you tell me how that came about?
Back in 1998, I was involved in a hunting accident. I lost my left leg at the knee. I have knee disarticulation. I've got a prosthetic leg, and you just learn to adapt and go on. The accident happened 7 o'clock at night. A gun went off, 30-06 point blank range, and I was on the mountain for 4 hours and 45 minutes by myself, waiting on help to come back. I had a buddy with me whenever it happened. By the time help got to me, they had to go ahead and take me down the side of the mountain. They couldn't get a helicopter into me. My wife found out about the accident next morning, probably about 5 o'clock. She drove a 1-ton pickup 100 miles to Oklahoma City to catch a flight to Denver, on over to Craig, Colorado, or Grand Junction. That's where they took me to the hospital that morning. And she was there by my side by noon. We had 2 boys at the time, ages 1 and 3, and she had them taken care of, all the cattle at home taken care of, and she was up there, and we were there in the hospital for about 4.5 weeks. And after 3.5 weeks, they came out of my 6th surgery and asked her if it's okay to take my leg off.
Wow.
And she made the decision then that as long as she could be with me whenever I woke up, because it's going to have to come off sooner or later, and I wasn't expecting it. But she told me as long as she could be with me when I woke up, that it had to be done, go ahead and do it. She thought I could take it.
Right.
Because I wasn't mentally prepared for it.
Right. Yeah. That's I can't imagine going through that entire process, and because you rely. I mean, you're a farmer and rancher. I mean, you have to be mobile.
Rebecca and I have a farming operation in North Central Oklahoma, and I do what I can to help. Part of what we do is raise cattle, and I enjoy being able to get on horseback. I enjoy being able to get around, and coming here is a great family opportunity for us. Something that we can do together.
Yeah.
We're here this week, and my wife and oldest son are riding. I chose not to ride this time.
Yeah.
But next time I might be riding, I don't know.
Yeah.
But last year when we were here, it was very neat because I had an issue of getting on my horse, and she didn't want to stand still for me. And I came to you, and you worked with me a little bit, and Guy was here.
Yeah, we brought in Guy McLean for yep.
And Guy worked with us for about 15, 20 minutes. And within 15 to 20 minutes, he had my horse so that she would come around and stand next to a fence or stand next to a trailer. And even today when I go home, if I just pull up my horse to a trailer, a tailgate, a bucket, whatever I need to, I can easily get on my horse. And I'm not sure exactly how that all took place. I know that she wants it to happen, and it's less pressure on her, a lot easier on her for me to get up on her. But it's really neat how you and Guy were able to get her to stand against any object, so I can just climb on her very easy. Right,
right. Because it's not an easy process for you to get on, and it's somewhat difficult for her to stand there and allow that to happen. And no, it was fun to be a part of that, and it's really neat to see you and your family out here riding and doing this. How long did it take before you were horseback again?
After my accident, probably took me about 2-3 years before I ever was willing to even get on a horse. And I can still remember when that took place. We were up in Colorado, and there was a trainer up there, and they had a horse that they felt was safe for me to get on.
Right.
And it was so neat getting on this horse for the first time and feeling really mobile.
Yeah.
I could get around, and it's so effortlessly. Even today, I don't want to walk from here to that barn over there because of the effort I have to put out. I have to probably put out like 3 times as much effort as it would for you.
Right.
So it's really neat when I was able to get on the horse, and it's fun.
And be side by side with your family. And down here competing, last year you competed and you compete year round with your family. That's really neat. Well, Ken, you're a great inspiration to me, and I know everybody watching this is going to be inspired by your story, by your courage, by everything that your family went through to make this happen. I really appreciate your time to share your story with us.
Okay. Thank you for helping me out with my horse.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great.